top story. The statue of former Palm Springs Mayor Frank Bogert is back in the headlines tonight. The Palm Springs Public Arts Commission in the next hour will vote on the relocation of the art piece, but not without some pushback. Let's go to Brett Rosen, who's live from Palm Springs tonight, outside of City Hall with the very latest. Brett?
Mark, here outside of Palm Springs City Hall, where currently the Public Arts Commission is hearing some community insight on the relocation of the Frank Bogert statue. Some saying that the relocation would be shining a light on the city's history. However, earlier I spoke with a Section 14 survivor who tells me if it's relocated, it'll open the doors to the city's darkest past. Take a look. It's a historic art piece with a whole lot of controversy. Back in 2022, the statue of former Palm Springs Mayor Frank Bogert was removed from City Hall. Bogert was mayor for a combined 8 years, playing a pivotal role in the growth of the downtown area. But many connect him to a darker side of history, accusing him of allegedly playing a role in the evictions of hundreds of local residents in 1 square mile block called Section 14. The sought removal of the statue was during a time where the country saw a lot of historical art pieces get removed due to the change in culture. Today, the Public Arts Commission will vote on the relocation of the statue. The chair of the commission, Gary Armstrong, says he knows the dark past the statue represents, but still feels the importance of displaying the art piece.
So the Public Art Commission, we're not trying to cover up the complexity of this issue, but I think that's the role of public art. It needs to be on display and discussed.
And if all the votes were to align tonight, the statue would be relocated here in front of the Palm Springs Historical Society Museum. But it was here right in front of City Hall that the statue stood for decades, till critics wanted it removed because of the painful past it represented.
He was the leader, he was the mayor during the destruction, and to glorify him for what he did to our community is disheartening to us.
Pearl Devers, a Section 14 survivor herself, says moving the statue even onto private land feels like a slap in the face.
But to have him front and center in a prominent location in the city of Palm Springs is an affront to us.
The Palm Springs Historical Society has said they would pay for the cost of the relocation, giving the art piece its chance at telling its history.
The Historic Society offered to put it here because they can put his role in Palm Springs in context and describe the complexities of everything he did, things he didn't do, and his legacy.
Another thing Gary Armstrong had mentioned to me was that the city had 3 options on what to do with the statue, and they chose to put it in storage till it found its permanent home. Now, as for where that permanent home will be, they have yet to vote on it, but as soon as they do, we will update you here on NBC Palm Springs. Till then, I'm Brett Rosen. I'll send it back to Mark and Olivia in studio.
All right, our thanks to Brett for that. And also tonight at the Palm Springs City Council meeting, council members will consider funding more affordable housing projects in the city. The 2 developments will run along West San Rafael Drive. One is reportedly 82 units, the other is 110. But it does need financial assistance from the city. One proposal faces a formal appeal from nearby property owners, while the other moves forward with preliminary funding discussion. Together, the developments could add nearly 200 affordable apartment units near the city's northern area as the city works to meet state housing mandates.
After 4 weeks of delayed meetings, the city of Coachella announced their next city council meeting has been canceled. So what does this mean for residents and those waiting for approval on projects? Our Tiani Jadalang joins us live in studio. She spoke with a legal expert and has details for us. Tiani?
Olivia, according to the city, they say all scheduled agenda items will carry over to their next meeting. That's set to take place at the end of January, and according to experts, the council must be available to the public. The last meeting City Council held was on December 10th. Experts with Romer and Harnick LLP tell us the law doesn't specify with how often these meetings take place. It's all dependent on the workload. They say they don't believe the city is in violation of the law at this point, but decisions cannot be made without these public meetings. For those who might be harmed by their lack of meetings, experts tell us this.
If I'm a citizen that's been harmed by it, if I have a contract that's going to expire with the city and needs council approval, I've been harmed by it, I can petition the court in a fairly simple petition. It's called a writ of mandate to require the city to meet. And I think a judge would be very open to, let's have your meetings. That's what you, council, that's what you do. You meet in public, you have an agenda, and you do the people's business. Go do it.
Currently, Mayor Steven Hernandez still faces charges of perjury and conflict of interest. He remains on the council and has not given any public comment on this. Brian Harnick says with only 4 council members, there's no harm, no foul for the short term, other than the risk of an even number of voters when decision making. Live in studio, I'm Tiani Jadaling, NBC Palm Springs.
Thank you, Tiani. Let's take a live look outside from our Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage this evening. The camera's still at this hour, but it was shaking earlier today. We'll check in with Pablo Alsina. The wind's blowing into the Coachella Valley. I want to know when they will be leaving the Coachella Valley.
Well, they will continue a little bit tonight, then they will calm down the rest of the week. But yes, it was windy in parts today. Currently temperature 60 degrees, wind still high, 23 miles per hour, humidity low at 27. The dew point also low, so it doesn't feel muggy, feels very dry, feels gorgeous actually. 60 degrees in Palm Springs, 56 in Desert Hot Springs, Yucca Valley at 44 degrees, as is Joshua Tree. Thousand Palms at 59 degrees, so you'll notice very cool temperatures, and you'll also notice the winds. Palm Springs at 23 miles an hour, Whitewater at 12, but they had wind gusts of up to 30 miles an hour in parts today. Big Bear City, 23 miles an hour. So yes, very windy throughout the Coachella Valley and other parts. 3-day comfort air forecast, gorgeous for Friday, partly cloudy, mid to high 60s. Saturday shouldn't be any clouds, should be a gorgeous day, high 60s, low 70s. Same for Sunday, but in my 7-day forecast, be careful, we're going to be back into the mid 80s. I'll let you know exactly when we'll start heating back up again. Back over to Mark and Olivia.
Pablo, thank you. More local news tonight. Sunline Transit Agency is launching Sunline Rides Reimagined. It's a new effort to shape the future of public transportation here in the Coachella Valley. The agency is asking residents to share ideas through a short survey to help improve bus routes, rides, paratransit services, and future mobility options. Phase 1 of this 17-month-long project has already started. Right now, they're focused on meeting public transportation expectations and seeing how it can grow into something that's even more accessible. Sunline says every voice matters when it comes to planning a transit system built around community needs.
This is going to affect future service. So we are trying to find out what people would like to see with transit moving forward. This is why it's so critical to make sure that everybody provides their input. It doesn't matter if you don't ride the bus. We want to hear from you because perhaps there are folks out there that want to use transit. So we want to hear from them too, whether you ride every day, occasionally, never, doesn't matter. We want to hear what you have to say.
You can visit sunline.org to find their landing page and see what actions they're currently taking. You can also fill out the survey. You have a chance to win $50.
The Palm Springs Unified School District is hosting their expanded learning winter camp this week. Today, some of those campers got to see some snow. More than 900 of them, ranging from TK to 8th grade, spent 4 mornings at 3 different middle school sites, taking in some of the educational enrichment activities. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, camp scholars are visiting Aziz Farms in Thermal to do things like sled, play in the giant inflatable snow globes, and also decorate cookies, all while incorporating math and science lessons with their playtime.
The goal for the students is to have an experience that is not only fun but educational. And the goal for us and Palm Springs Unified is to include as many local companies as possible that can benefit from opportunities like this as well.
Today saw 297 kids with 80 chaperones, and more will be in attendance tomorrow to close out the camp.
Coming up next tonight on NBC Palm Springs, filing for tax returns resumes in late January, and there's a reason to be a little extra diligent this year. Those details coming up.
Also, our Manny the Movie Guy has everything you need to know about the film People We Meet on Vacation. That's coming up in tonight's entertainment block.
And a quick look at your gold and silver prices. More headlines right after the break, so stay with us.
committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Welcome back. The IRS will start accepting tax returns on January 26th. They could get you a refund faster if you're due one. Now, if you owe or don't need your refund right away, you've still got until April 15th to file. It is worth it to be a little extra diligent this year. However, there have been several changes to the tax code.
Americans are feeling more pessimistic about finding work. That's according to a new jobs report from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. It says the likelihood of landing a job fell to a record low 43.1% for December. Additionally, the December survey shows respondents' expectations of losing their job rose to the highest mean of probability since April. Outside of a few sectors, most industries are experiencing what some economists call a hiring recession. Upcoming labor data, including Friday's big jobs report, could signal what people looking for employment can expect to see in the months to come.
We've got a live look outside for you, our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. It was windy out there on the course today. Pablo's tracking your 7-day forecast right after the break.
Happy Thursday. I'm Pablo Alsina looking at the live shot. Already nighttime in the Coachella Valley. It's also getting a lot cooler. It's almost been cooler every single day of January, but that trend should end very, very soon. But again, usually we're at 70 degrees, today at 68. So every single day in January has been cooler than normal. That should end next week, if not earlier. Dew points very low, 24 degrees, so it's very dry, crisp air, gorgeous outside. High temperatures, you'll notice it's been pretty chill all day long. 68 degrees in Palm Springs, 69 in Palm Desert. Big Bear City, their high of just 32 degrees. Cabazon with a high of 57, and the temperatures will continue to go down throughout the night. You'll also notice the winds pick up a little bit nighttime as well. Whitewater getting wind gusts between 30 and 39 miles an hour, as did Desert Hot Springs. The rest of the week still kind of windy in areas, around 29 miles an hour in Whitewater and Desert Hot Springs. and other parts of the area. Low temperatures for tonight, 46 in Palm Desert, 49 in Palm Springs. So yeah, look at Big Bear, just 15 degrees. So it'll be a little chilly if you're going out for a walk after watching us and the Rogan Report, which Tim O'Brien is guest anchoring again today. Great job by Tim these weeks that Rogan's been away. 8 p.m. will be at 52 degrees. Midnight, 48 degrees in Palm Springs. 7-day comfort air forecast is what I mentioned. Windy on Thursday. The wind should die down some the rest of the week. But look at this for next week. We'll be back up to the mid 80s next Wednesday, around 86 degrees. So yeah, that trend of being cooler than normal, that should come to an end. So enjoy these days right here with gorgeous temperatures in the low 70s. I'm Pablo Alsina. Keep it here on NBC Palm Springs.
NBC Palm Springs Sports with Tim O'Brien, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Well, welcome back. No secret, pickleball, the fastest growing sport in the world. And right here in the desert next week, it'll host some of the top players in the world. Marcin and Carly Respetsky run an extensive tennis academy right here in the Coachella Valley. We're going to have more on that next week. But on Monday, January 12th, the academy will host an exhibition and clinic at Desert Princess Country Club in Palm Springs. Now, the top pickleball player in the world will be here, along with some others. That starts from 12 to 2 is the clinic, ahead of the fundraising dinner from 5 to 8, supporting elite local athletes.
Yeah, so Monday, January 12th, we're going to start with the clinic. It's a 2-hour clinic from 12 to 2. Come on over, get some great instruction from me, from Scott Burr, from the local coaches as far as pickleball. And then 5 o'clock, that's where the main event starts. We're going to go from 5 to 8. We're going to have dinner. It's $100 for an exhibition and dinner. Ben will be here, #1 in the world. His brother Colin will be here, #2 in the world. Matt Wright will be here. His mixed doubles partner Lucy Kovalova, Deckelbart. These are the best players in the world will be here.
Well, for more information on how to be a part of the action, you of course visit our website, and how to sign up, NBCPalmSprings.com. Now, the world #1 making it official this week, Scotty Scheffler has committed to playing in the American Express later this month in La Quinta. Scheffler has played in the American Express each year since 2020. That year he finished his highest rating at 3rd. He was scheduled to play last year, you may remember, but injured his hand over the holiday break after a cooking accident. The American Express tees off January 19th at PGA West and La Quinta Country Club. And it's been quite the week for the Danish forward Oscar Fisker Molgaard. The Seattle Kraken recalled Molgaard this morning, just 24 hours after being named to Team Denmark for the 2026 Winter Games in Milan. Fisker Molgaard with 6 goals and 12 assists this season for the Firebirds and 1 assist in his few games in his first stint in the NHL with the Kraken. Now the Firebirds play again on Saturday night at Acrisure Arena against the Henderson Silver Knights, which will be Pride Night. That'll do it in sports. I'm Tim O'Brien.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
We've got some movie news now with our Manny the Movie Guy. He's talking about a movie that should have featured Palm Springs, but there was a decision to change it at the last second, and he asks the question, why?
Alex, come here. Hi, guys.
Hi.
A big, super big congrats on People Meet on Vacation. It's fun, sweet, and heartfelt. I love it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
you're so
you
welcome.
so much.
So welcome.
Beignets in the House of the Lovebirds.
Thank you. I was trying to figure out what my next book was going to be, and I was thinking, okay, well, I could try like kind of a gender swapped When Harry Met Sally, where the more particular one is the boy and the girl is like a little bit like more out there and a little bit more obnoxious, etc.
On vacation, you can be anyone you want.
Who wants to go skinny dipping?
Alex does not.
Maybe vacation Alex does.
What about you, Mr. Brett? How did you get interested to adapt the book?
Well, when I heard they were making this, I read the book and immediately sort of fell in love with Emily's words and her characters, and was just like, I saw the When Harry Met Sally for a new generation of it all, and that's one of my favorite films. And I said, this is an opportunity for me to do a bucket list movie. This is a movie that I've always wanted to make, a film like this.
That's why I want to travel. You can actually be who you want to be instead of who they say you are.
I was there last night when you called rom-coms our cinema.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
I think when I say rom-coms or cinema, is they should be treated like cinematic art films. I treat a story about two people making the biggest decision they can make, which is who you're going to spend your life with. That's cinematic. That's film. That's everything that I want from a movie. And I will continue to do so because this genre deserves that. So yes, rom-coms are cinema.
How about every summer, wherever we are, we meet somewhere in the world for a trip?
Deal.
I have one quick complaint.
Yes.
Why did you take out Palm Springs?
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. We knew it was coming, especially from Palm Springs.
Yes.
So it was a logistic change. It was Palm Springs in the script forever and ever, amen. And what happens is when you make a movie with this many locations, the rubber hits the road and you go, well, where are we going to shoot these places?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, certain places have better tax incentives than others.
No.
Hey, what a coincidence. We just got hitched too. So sweet.
Congratulations, you two.
But real quick though, Miss Emily, so did you like the finished product?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I mean, really, like my fear was all wrapped up in I want the readers to be happy.
Yeah.
And last night was the first time I got to really sit back and think, am I happy? Because I was watching it with the readers and I was like, I'm very happy. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of Emily and Tom. I'm so proud of literally everyone who worked on it.
They're
I feel like just gave their all. And yeah, I'm really happy, and I expect the readers to mostly be really happy too.
I was very happy. So a big congrats on People Meet on Vacation again. One of the best rom-coms I've seen in quite a long time.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll do this next time in Palm Springs.
Yes, promise?
Yes.
We're coming.
The Ace Hotel pool. I'll be there.
Yes, there you go.
I love
Done.
All right, thanks to Manny the Movie Guy for that. A collection of vintage and modern Pez dispensers is now on display at the Wellwood Murray Memorial Library in Palm Springs. The free exhibit highlights the candy's quirky history and pop culture appeal. It's going to be on view for about 6 weeks. The collection belongs to part-time Palm Springs resident Don Yeager. It can be seen during regular library hours. We'll be right back.
Brighter Side of the News is brought to you by Fiesta Kia. Discover the all-new Fiesta Kia located in the I-10 Auto Mall.
All right, it's almost time for Animal Planet's annual Puppy Bowl. Team Rough will take on Team Fluff. This year's canine sports event will look a little bit different. For the first time, there will be 15 pups with special needs. And a special exhibition game will spotlight senior dogs, all available for adoption. So we've got Team Oldies versus Team Goldies. And all the Puppy Bowl will highlight 150 dogs from more than 70 shelters. The 3-hour show is going to air February 8th at 2 p.m. on Animal Planet as well as HBO Max.
Oh, I love that idea. The Puppy Bowl is always my favorite part of when Super Bowl runs around, but the senior dogs, the special needs dogs, that's going to make it a little extra special.
I'll record the Puppy Bowl, but I'm watching Bad Bunny during the halftime show. Arriba mi gente, papá.
All right, that's going to do it for us back for the news at 11, so please join us for that. Meantime, we're going to send things over to Tim O'Brien. He's in for Fred Rogan. He's got the latest with the Rogan Report.